Alright, welcome back. Let's just start. Hey, hello everyone! I think that I successfully unmuted everything. Hi, welcome in everyone. I am Clotho V Melodium, the musical Prince of Darkness of Nexus Class Genesis, and this is... Here, you want...
Is this where I introduce
Yeah.
myself?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Cynical. I'm an Asian dragon turned jackalope professional V-mommy shitposter supreme.
Oh yeah, there we go. Oh my god, I saw you do that dab emote when I went to one of your streams, and I was like, man, I hope she does it on my stream. It's so cool.
I always do it on the intro.
Oh, that's cool, man. I only have this emote, the one where it's like, oh man, you know, like, oh, edgy pose, you know?
Yeah, edgy, sexy anime character, main character pose. Yeah,
pretty much.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So, yeah, welcome to this episode of Sunday Afternoon Tea Time. Yeah, I've invited Cynical over here, and she was gracious enough to, you know, pay us a visit today. So, yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to this. We're gonna have some nice, comfy conversation, you know, although who knows what direction this would go. Hey, thanks for the follow, Crane VT. Thank you so much. But yeah, so Sin, it's okay if I just call you Sin, right?
Yeah, you could just call me Cinny, whatever.
Okay, perfect. So Sin, I always ask this of all of my guests, but what kind of got you into the VTuber rabbit hole? Like, what was your kind of like tell us about your origin story?
Oh man, that's a long story. Okay,
All right.
buckle in, everybody. When I was a kid, I went through depression really early on in my life, and my family just did not understand it. They could not really help me in that manner. And what got me through the day was watching PewDiePie videos, and I've always known from that young of an age that I wanted to make people smile. I just didn't know how. And then started watching Jaden animations, and I was like, oh, I could be a storytime animator. And then I gave up on animating because animating is way too hard. And then I thought to myself, you know what? I would love to be a content creator, but I don't want to show my face. And then, like, 2020 came around, and I saw my first VTuber in the wild, which surprisingly was not any of the big corpo VTubers. It was Bao with her song
really?
52 Hertz. Yep. I listened to that song on YouTube, and I was like, wow, this is such a cute character. And then I clicked on her profile, and I was like, wait, that person's moving. That person's moving on stream, on video, and they're actually emoting. And I was like, this is the perfect avenue. I can create content like how I want to, but I get to cover my face and keep my privacy. And that was perfect. Mwah, chef's kiss.
Yeah, that's actually kind of similar to what I went through, you know? Like at first I started off listening to PewDiePie, you know? Very typical for us, like getting into content creation, and then I kind of got into like people who do song covers, and I've been singing for a while, so you know, like I tried to go through that route, and then kind of discovered VTubing more through like Kizuna Ai, you know, like very early stages, where like I was like, wait, this isn't AI, this is a real person, you know. And I think that's like the really cool thing about VTubing, right? Is that like you can kind of be anyone you want.
Yeah, exactly. It's really fun. Like, I know a lot of people would choose to play into their characters and really go into there.
Yeah.
I personally, even though I have a very fantastical model, I don't have any like character that I play. This is literally just me. But this creates an avenue for people that love role playing.
Yeah. For me, it's you know, I can relate to that too. You know, like I kind of like it when I can be a little bit more honest about some things about myself, but you know, kind of still I guess play into this whole thing, even though even though, you know, like a lot of aspects of myself is still present here. Yeah. So, um, I see that you do a lot of gaming content on stream, and you even do like some gaming stuff on YouTube. You were telling me about this before the stream, but you have this series where you kind of like experience games that you didn't really get to experience as a kid, like a lot of the classics.
Yeah. It's called my Virgin Gamer series,
Mhm.
purely because I'm a Virgin Gamer and I
Mm.
play games that everybody else has played before, but I haven't for the first time. This is because when I was a child,
Mhm.
I was not allowed to play video games because, video games are for boys. They're not for girls. According to my conservative Asian family, they didn't want me to play any video game other than Pokemon, Nintendogs, and Cooking Mama. And that was literally it. So I missed out on a lot of very culturally important video games in like video game culture, like Earthbound.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm remembering my Earthbound playthrough. Oh, this too emotional. Oh my god.
Oh my
And
god. Yeah.
Resident Evil 4, Dead Space, and honestly, my Virgin Gamer series has been my favorite one so far, which is probably why I've been doing a lot more video game content, more so than anything these days. So far, I believe the games that I've played in order was Resident Evil 4, Dead Space 1, Dead Space 2, and then I played Earthbound, and then Mother 3, and then now Elden Ring. Which is my first Dark Souls game ever. It was a lot of fun.
So far though, like what has been your favorite in that whole series of just playthroughs and gaming?
I'm gonna have to say Mother 3. The amount of emotional devastation that I felt. The Mother 3 and Earthbound are like two games that I would say that have made me feel something that I never felt before. I felt nostalgic for something that I never had, which is such a bizarre feeling. I can't put my finger on it. They did such a good job. And I ugly cried at the end of both games. Like I was in shambles.
Oh my god.
I was in shambles and chat wasn't even laughing at me like they normally do. Like chat, you'd think that like Twitch chat would like laugh at a streamer's demise, but when it came to Earthbound Mother 3, everyone in chat was like, yeah, I get it. It's okay. I'm crying too. Shit, maybe you should end stream. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna end stream. I'm gonna get donuts.
Yeah. See, yeah. This Ibis. What is this? Ibis Abyssal said, yeah, we cried with her. Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit, it was awful. I know, like I say, like I don't play a character, but I do my best to be like upbeat and entertaining on stream as much as possible. I take like one facet of my personality and then crank it to 100 when I'm on stream. That's what you guys see. And when I got to the ending of Earthbound and Mother 3, shut down. I did not even care that I was streaming. I was just crying and dry heaving. I could barely breathe. I couldn't even smell anything.
Yeah.
And, oh man. If you haven't played Mother 3 yet, everybody,
do yourself a favor and play it.
Do it.
It's actually so good. Yeah, you
wait, actually, Klotho, I need to tell you. So I went into all this blind, and my husband was just shadowing me while I played, right? He just watched over me and like made sure that I was going through all the appropriate quest lines and doing all the puzzles right. When we started Mother 3, I was able to name the characters. So, I named the father and mother after my favorite two ship characters, which is Hector and Lynn from Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
And then they asked me what I wanted to name my brother. And I was like, I couldn't think of anybody I wanted to name. And my husband's like, okay, well, who's your best friend? I'm like, well, I do have one. She died of leukemia. I'm going to name her Ellen. And then he did not. That was like my biggest mistake ever. The amount of emotional devastation I felt. I was like, hey guys, maybe I was playing through the tutorial like halfway through chapter 1. And I was like, maybe this was a bad idea that I named my one and only best friend who died of leukemia after this character in the game. I have a bad feeling. I don't know. And then 3 chapters later, I wanted to die.
Yeah, as soon as he said that, I was like, oh man.
He didn't fucking tell me. But I'm sure that would have added to the effect. I'm pretty sure I would not have been as emotionally devastated.
Oh yeah,
as I was. You want to play Mother 3 and Earthbound expecting and hoping that you get your soul ripped asunder so you can start afresh.
Yeah,
man,
because,
that was good.
At first glance, right, you look at that game and you're like, oh man, yeah, this is gonna be like a nice, comfy game. No.
Yeah, like, cute pixel art. Oh yeah, the frog can talk. And wait, everybody's Everybody's dropping like flies. Where did they go? Where's my family?
Yeah, because I kind of like that game. Some friends have actually been recommending this game called Omori to me, and apparently it's like
Yeah,
it's got like similar vibes to it, you
I
know?
hear it's a depression incarnate, the game.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. So, maybe one day I'll play it. I'll play it on stream, but I just gotta find the
Hell
time to actually
yeah.
do it. But yeah, are you also planning to check out that game?
I believe there are a bunch of other games currently that take priority on my list. Like, we're almost done with the Elden Ring playthrough. Right as we start the Silent Hill series, I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
shit
gonna be
my
fun.
pants playing this game. I'm gonna play Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
That's what's happening next. Right as the remake for Silent Hill 2
Oh, that's
comes out
perfect
in like
timing.
October.
That's true. That's true.
Yep. That's why that's gonna take precedence. And honestly, I'm terrified because I remember Shameless showing me like a summary of Silent Hill 2, and I must have shit my pants so hard watching it that I repressed it because I don't remember a single thing. I don't remember a single thing. I'm terrified.
Would you say that you're good with horror games or no?
That depends. You know what? I'm gonna say yes because I feel like I can handle it well and also make it entertaining. I will say no because sometimes, like, especially in Dead Space 1 and 2, there were psychological horror points. Not so much jump scare points because I apparently have a really good trigger finger.
Yeah.
During my Dead Space 2 playthrough, a necromorph dropped from one of the ceiling of the lifts, and that was supposed to scare the crap out of me. But instead, I deadpanned, just pulled out my gun, shot it in the head.
Oh my
shot
God.
it right in the shoulder, and it died. And my husband was like, "What the fuck? You should not have a gun."
Yeah.
I was like, "I don't know. I got scared, so therefore I
know?
just killed it."
Yeah.
It was kind of funny.
Yeah, very
I do shit my
calculated.
pants playing video games though, like especially horror games. I have to pause the game. Sometimes I'll just like zone out for like a minute or two. Like, okay, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready to go back in.
Oh my God, yeah. It must be fun playing those like co-op horror games with you though. Like, have you played some of those? Stuff like Phasmophobia. I saw you play Lethal Company.
Yeah, I'm not even. I wouldn't even count Lethal Company as a horror game anymore because I am just so used to speedrunning the game. It's more funny. It's more of a funny co-op game instead of a horror game for me. Phasmophobia though is a lot of fun. I love fucking around in Phasmophobia.
Yeah.
And Karn is correct. I do scream. I scream with a vocal fry. I use a technique called vocal fry.
Oh yeah.
And it helps
I know
my
all
screaming.
about vocal fry. Yeah.
Hell yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It really helps with screaming. It protects my throat, and I get to scream louder and harder.
That's true, actually. Yeah, I find that ever since I've learned how to do vocal fry, right, during my vocal lessons, I've been using it a lot to like whenever I just scream out in frustration, and then I can make these like loud guttural screams, and then I'm like, wow, my throat feels fine.
It's amazing. It's phenomenal, honestly. I have so many people that come to me and they're like, dude, how's your throat functioning after you scream like that? And I tell them that I use vocal fry, which is kind of hard for me to describe what that actually is.
What I would like to describe it as is like, imagine you're trying to do the grudge noise, but it's like, you're utilizing it for either your singing or your speaking. That's kind of how you do fry,
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to put it, honestly, and it really helps protect my throat. So now, even though like I just drink like Palo like every once in a while, but like it does help with the screaming. Yeah.
Also, hello.
It also helps
Lily,
that it also helps that my husband like equalizes my mic to perfection so that I don't cut out when I scream.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I do want to talk about that. So like does your husband kind of like just play more of a role of like tech support and like guiding you through games as like a helping hand kind of presence in your stream, or?
He's tech support. He is moderator. He is literally he wears many hats when it concerns me. He has helped me with my stream setup. He helps me when I organize my events. Like, even though I do a majority of the planning by myself, he helps me behind the scenes, and he's a very supportive presence in my community. I honestly don't think I would be able to do as well as I do right now without him, because he does for the upcoming donathon, he did the
Yeah.
Minecraft Java code. I would not touch that with a 5-foot pole because the last time I tried to do it, I kept running into a wall, and apparently there was a line of code that was incorrect, and I just kept slamming my head against the wall again and again and again, and then my husband took a look at it and like, oh, you added a space at the end of the command.
Man, I could never do stuff like that. Just all the
I could never.
complicated tech stuff like coding, you know, like even just a vocal EQ. I learned how to do vocal EQ by myself, and I felt like I was going insane, you know?
Yeah, I have my husband to thank for that. If you ever need help with equalizing, I'm sure that you could just hit him up. He would be happy to help you.
Oh my god, thank you.
He does so much good, like equalizing and mixing through my mic that like now when I scream or when I'm whispering, it can all be picked up, but it does not pick up any of my background.
Yeah,
Which is
maybe
great.
I'll ask for some tips, you know, because I'm a complete amateur when it comes to all of this stuff still. But man,
Me
I
too,
would love
man.
to learn from one of the pros, you know.
And don't let him tell you that he's not a pro. He definitely is. He's very humble.
A lot of pros are like that, you know. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
no, don't call me
Exactly.
a pro.
No. I'm not that good. I'm not that good.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
you are.
When literally he's the one you go to for for all the tech problems and to solve a lot of issues. My God, he might as well be a pro, you know.
Yeah, he does a lot behind the scenes. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit where credit is due. I know a lot of people just see me, and sure, I handle a lot of things on my own, but my husband really helps me as a backbone, like behind the scenes, and just community managing as a whole. He's very good at it.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that your community has been very accepting of you know, you having your husband along for the ride, and just even like the fact that you do have a husband, considering, you know, a lot of the things in the VTuber community.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I know that VTubing just kind of derives from idol culture as a whole, so most fans just don't like it when they hear their Oshis, be it male or female, presenting just, I have a partner, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it at all, otherwise they just take away their support, and they feel personally slighted. But I made the choice at the beginning of my career to be honest about my relationship because one, I don't think I could ever lie about it. Two, I think I would be an awful liar about it, even if I did try.
Yeah.
I would just let it slip one day. And honestly, my community's been so much better for it. They all love him just as much as they love me. I would argue that they actually love him a lot more because they don't bully the crap out of him. I'm looking at my community, like literally right now. You guys are so mean to me. You all love him. You all love him and his sexy voice. I know it.
Oh, I mean, I guess that helps as well. And I feel like it's kind of genius how you did your branding, you know, as like the jackalope mommy, pretty much, because, you know, it fits you to a T, you know.
Yeah, I'll have to thank Shameless for that. I know I did my own character design, but at the beginning of my streaming career, I was so lost. I didn't know where I wanted to take myself. I wanted to stretch myself so thin. And then my husband just grabbed my shoulders and like, okay, we're going to outline everything, and you're going to choose a path, and we're going to stick to it, and you're going to be happy. And I'm like, okay, sure.
Wait, does this mean that your husband does also act as some sort of like manager for you as well?
Yeah, absolutely. He absolutely does.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I love
He's
that.
definitely my manager. Yeah, he's for sure my manager.
And I feel like that's it's also kind of like a good dynamic because, you know, you two kind of like understand each other much better than like a typical, you know, just business manager and talent sort of relationship, you know.
Absolutely. And it frustrates me to no end sometimes because I'm a huge workaholic. I love working. And whenever I start a project, I dive in and I almost never stop. And then my husband comes into my room, my office, and he goes like, Sin, you are gonna eat dinner now. I'm like, no, I'm almost done. I just have one more graphic to do. And he's like, no, eat your food. Otherwise you're gonna burn out. And I know you're gonna burn out. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Fine. I guess I'll go take a break.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we all need someone who acts like that in our life, you know? Someone to just kind of remind us, you know, sometimes you need to get off the computer from time to time, take care of yourself, you know, eat some food, breathe in some fresh air, because, you know, the burnout is real if you do exert yourself really crazy like that.
Absolutely. It definitely exists. A lot of people don't really understand it because you, from like a viewer standpoint, you're watching your streamer do something that they clearly enjoy all the time. There shouldn't be any drawbacks, but eventually it turns into work. And if you don't take a break, it will just be more of a drain. It'll be more of a negative than a positive, and a lot of viewers don't really know that because they can't really see that.
Yeah, because especially when it comes to VTubing, like a lot of times, they see us, be happy on stream, hear our voice, but like there's a lot of underlying stuff that some people might not even notice, but like it's really useful to have someone like that, like your husband manager, to check in on you and make sure that you're doing okay, to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. That's actually awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm so thankful that I have a support system like that. Stares at my husband. You should accept compliments more.
Yes. Since husband, if you're listening, please do accept those compliments. You deserve as much credit as managers deserve as much credit as the talent themselves.
Oh, managers work so hard. They work so hard behind the scenes. We love our managers here.
Yeah, like I couldn't even imagine like what it's like for managers who like either handle multiple talents or like work for like people in the really higher up levels of VTubing, like that must just be like such a stressful life. Yeah, I don't know if I could ever be a manager.
Especially since like in the higher echelons of VTubing or just content creation as a whole, the content creator is almost always doing something.
Yeah.
So therefore the manager has to always be on top of them always doing something, as well as like managing the editors behind the scene, like, okay, all right guys, here's a clip. All right, we're gonna upload to YouTube. Here's the schedule for the next upcoming week. We have collabs. We gotta set up collabs, and then they're doing like 1,000 different things at once.
Yeah, because I didn't even think about that. Like the managers who have to handle teams, Oh my god.
Yes. Oh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, because right now I do a lot of my own stuff, so like I haven't really had that experience of someone just like taking my clips and then like going, okay, I'm gonna pass this on to an editor, just keep doing what you're doing, like man.
Yeah, honestly, it's really nice to be able to have that kind of support. Although I will say that managers really are the backbone when it comes to like bigger VTubers and streamers as a whole, because all they have to do is just put all of their time and energy into being entertaining and doing what they do. Then they can really like skyrocket into their like peak echelon VTubing.
Yeah. I feel
they
like
have the
once you build up to that
full
point,
all
right?
Out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool though. But yeah, so you talked about your donathon, right? So when is it starting? Do you have you probably have like a date and a time?
I do. Yeah. I'll be starting it all on September 28th. Yep,
okay.
September 28th, which is next Saturday.
Okay.
And it will be going on until about November. No, let me just open this up right now real quick. November 24th, yeah. November 24th. They're all going to be happening over the weekend because I initially thought, like, when I wanted to do my first donathon or first subathon event, I wanted to do it as a week-long kind of deal. But I noticed that a lot of my community members, they are mostly free over the weekend, so I only do mine over the weekend.
Okay.
Just so that everybody gets a chance to tune in and have fun.
Yeah. Oh, Smugsack says, hey, Clotho, hope you and your guests are having a great tea time. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying your time so far over here.
Yeah, I am. I'm having a lovely time. You're great to talk to.
Thank
I feel like
you.
I could do this for a long time.
Yeah. But yeah, that's crazy. You're doing it for 2 months then? Like, it's still over the weekends, but that's like 2 months of 2 months of just donathon stuff.
Yep, exactly. And I have a lot of rewards and goal incentives, and sometimes they will unlock certain things to happen over the week.
Oh.
That's why I mostly do them over the weekend, so that if they reach a goal that's like, I don't know, let's just say you laugh, you lose, shock collar kind of challenge, then I can, if they get it over the weekend, then I can easily slot it in like over the week in the upcoming week.
Oh my god. Honestly, for me, I feel like I'm too scared of like pain to do like those shock collar stuff, but I think that would make it even funnier.
You can adjust it all on your own.
That's true. But I feel like that's what makes it funny for the viewers, You know,
Yeah.
they like to bully their favorite Chubas, so you know.
Yeah, it's okay. Hey, chat, it's fine.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to bully us, we
Mhm.
totally accept it. We wouldn't do anything that we wouldn't allow to
Of
happen to
course.
ourselves.
Yeah, it's a mutual kind of ribbing between chat and the
Yeah,
and the
you guys
Tao,
don't have
you
to be
know?
afraid of like going too far, because if you went too far, I'm sure we will let you know. And
Yeah.
if that avenue was not opened, then we would not have like allowed it in the first place. So you're fine.
Mhm.
I get a lot of people that come to me. They're like, "Oh, I don't really want to punish you," and I'm like, "No, it's fine. Look, I wouldn't
Yeah.
do anything I wouldn't want to do."
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not enabled now, but you know, like ever since I activated tits, my chat has been making great use of it to just like
Yeah.
pelt
Yep.
me with a lot of things when they when I do something that
Yep.
that's very bully worthy, you know.
Yeah. I also have like sound effect redeems, which is so funny.
Oh yeah, I see that on your stream as well. I still need to kind of work that into my system one
I would
day.
be happy to help you with that. I use
Oh
Mix It Up.
really?
Yeah, I use Mix It Up.
Oh my god. Yeah. If you know, whenever you're free sometime, maybe you can show me how it's done, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. I'd love to help.
Oh, that's awesome.
Always happy to help out a fellow VTuber.
Oh my god. A true VTuber mom.
Yeah, this is the motherly personality side of me. I'd be
Yeah.
happy to help.
Oh, unfortunately, Eladia, I don't turn on tits during my tea time streams because it might be a little too distracting for our guests, you
Yeah,
know?
sorry guys, no
Yeah.
tits, no tits.
Yeah,
There are no tits
no
right
tits.
now.
The only tits
Yep.
here are
Don't look at that. Don't look at these tits. There are no
Yeah.
tits.
Yeah, exactly. No tits, guys. I love how they're just kind of barely visible, you know? Oh, there
It's
you
okay.
go.
They're
You still have to
censored.
hydrate.
They're covered proper.
Yeah. Not
Oh, I
not that
see
I
a lot
like
of hydration
censoring
in
my
the chat.
guests, you know, like if you wanna go a little bit higher off the table to show your
God,
chat,
you're getting
then
drowned.
that's perfectly fine.
You're getting drowned. You're gonna
Yeah,
drown.
I'm getting
You're
drowned.
drowning.
Oh my god, no. Okay, I'll drink this whole bottle of water just for you guys. There you go.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Drown him.
Yeah, this is kind of like the replacement. If they can't pelt me with hammers or with a bunch of other stuff, they just freaking drown me with hydrate redeems.
It's okay. That's what makes chat so endearing, you know?
Yeah. Chat finds very, very creative ways to make the Chubas suffer. But yeah, there's yeah, I see a lot of your fans over here too.
Hi, Seven.
Hello,
Welcome in, Seven.
Yeah, I was trying to kind of figure out how to say Seven's name.
we just call him Seven.
Yeah, okay, that's good, because I was gonna be like, oh, 767-457 says hello, Sin. But yeah, so another thing, right? Besides the Donathon, you recently released a plushie, which has been kind of sitting here with us on stream for a bit, you know?
yeah, I did. I initially wanted to release the plushie right when the Donathon started, but I couldn't help myself. Like it was already done, and I already set things up to promote the plushie, and I didn't want the plushie to take too much time away from the Donathon event, so I just figured, okay, why not? We'll just do it early.
Yeah. I mean, here, can you send me the link to the plushie actually? Because
Yeah, sure.
I myself am going to be buying this this cynical beagle plushie. Look at it, it's so adorable.
It'll be an honor for
Yeah.
you to have my plushie. I promise it won't like wake up at 3 a.m. and run around and like break shit.
I mean,
sure it won't do
honestly,
that.
if my plushies actually did that, I like calling my plushies my room guardians because for some reason I just have like a bunch of plushies lined up in my room and I'm like,
oh, let's go.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, these are the plushies that protect me from the demons that visit me in my sleep, you know? By the way, this is the link. Let me just pin it in chat. If you want to buy
Yeah,
yourself a
that's my
cynical plushie, you
plushie.
know? Yeah, it's very
It'll be
adorable.
available
very
until
cute.
about mid-November.
Mhm.
It should be delivered around Christmas time, so you can think of this as like an early Christmas gift.
Yeah. Oh my god, imagine what the toys in Toy Story have seen. Yeah, especially when Andy's starting to grow up, you know?
Man, that must be rough, huh?
Yeah, that's the hidden
no wonder
story
he
that
kept
they
them in
don't
the
show us.
fucking drawer down there. He kept it.
Yeah, my God, if our toys do see what we do every single day, oh my God, they would
Yeah, honestly.
they would be very
It would
I
be
won't
fucked
even
up.
say.
They would be messed
Yeah,
up.
yeah, it would be really messed up. The adult toys come to life too. No, we don't
I'd
go
like to
into
think
that
they do.
territory.
I'd like to think they do,
Yeah,
personally.
yeah,
that
yeah.
because that sounds even worse.
Yeah, that sounds really bad. That's
That
like
sounds
a
worse.
yeah, that sounds like a really messed up version of like the movie Sausage Party.
Oh my god, that don't even get me started on that movie. That's like a high movie. That's like a
Yeah.
movie that you have to watch like high, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, stuff like that. I actually watch a lot of movies like that. Sausage Party, Cocaine Bear.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What are your favorite kinds of movies, actually?
Even though I literally just said that I ship myself with horror games, I love psychological horror. Things like Midsommar and Heritage.
Oh my
Those are my
God,
favorite
Midsommar
things
was
to
so
watch.
good.
I have so many good like Halloween movies and TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites and that I will always do a watch along party of in my server would be The Haunting of Hill House.
Oh, so
That's a good one.
you actually are like a fan of horror then?
I love horror.
Oh my God, yeah, and Halloween's coming up too.
Right, Halloween is coming. It's literally the only thing saving us from having Christmas 24/7 all year round.
That's true. It kind of like helps hold back Mariah Carey from being defrosted too early,
Yeah, Halloween is literally the only thing stopping us from Christmas all year round. Not even
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is safe.
Yeah, because it's crazy how starting November people already start all the department stores already start playing Christmas music over the PA.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh my God.
absolutely.
Yeah, to the point that once Christmas hits, you're already kind of sick of listening to all of those songs.
I remember going to like a department store to get like the candies on sale after Halloween because that's literally my favorite thing to do. To
Uh-huh.
go to the department stores and get bags and bags of candies that are on sale because
Oh, yeah.
Halloween's already over.
Yeah, it's
And
a
then I hear
clearance.
like Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" play on the speakers, like literally the day after Halloween. I'm like, come on, guys.
It's like, come on, it's just
The
November
New Year decorations
1st.
aren't even up. Like, relax.
My God, yeah, I can't even imagine, man. Because back then I actually used to work in a restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they would do the same thing. I swear, as soon as it hits like November 1st, right? And
Yeah.
this was like for a while I worked at a Mexican restaurant. They would play they would play a lot of like Spanish versions of classic Christmas songs for like the entire time until Christmas hits. And I'm like, man, 8 hours of this just looping
Yeah.
and looping
Well,
and looping.
every single one of you people in chat that do customer service over the holidays, God rest your soul.
Yeah, it's
God rest
it's
your
an
soul.
experience. It's
Uh-huh.
definitely an experience.
I've definitely been there. I've definitely been there.
Mhm.
I've worked at like places like Marshall's for Christmas, and
Mm.
it was awful.
Yeah. See,
We love it when like people pop in like on
Mhm.
Christmas Eve and they're like knocking on the door even though the store's already closed. Like, I just forgot to get one gift. I just forgot to get one gift. Let me in. And I'm like, no, the store's closed. Please
yeah,
leave.
but you should have probably planned it
You
the
should have
last
probably thought about that,
365
yeah.
days,
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I kind of don't understand some of that stuff where it's like a super last minute gift literally the night of. It's like, didn't you have like several months to plan this ahead?
You had like a
know?
whole year.
Exactly. It's not like Christmas changes date every single year,
Yeah, it's not like Chinese New Year, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have some time to plan out your Christmas gifts.
Yeah, exactly,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, those are kind of like the I guess the things that I do appreciate about Christmas though is like getting some presents and the food.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Always
yeah.
for the food.
Yeah, because I do have an Asian family. We have like a ton of food during Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How many tables does your family cover?
Because we're kind of just keeping it within our family, we do like a table and some stuff on the stove.
Oh, you're so lucky, man. My family is massive and everybody like comes over.
Uh-huh.
So it's like 3 Chinese tables, like three dim sum
Oh.
tables, large. Like I was that family.
Oh my god, I've been to one of those and it's crazy. They're like passing alcohol around and then like you have so much dim sum on the table, you know, it's an actual feast. I remember
Yeah, it
once
actually
I tried
is.
Yeah, I tried crab rangoon for the first time. It was so
Mhm.
good. Oh my god. Yeah, I
Hell
kind of
yeah.
want to have it again someday. But yeah, speaking of holidays though, like I'm assuming Halloween is your favorite?
Halloween would be my favorite out of the year, yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
Because you know you get to dress up. Even at work, some workplaces out there allow you to dress up for Halloween, right?
Yeah, they do. I would say
Yeah.
that Christmas is my second, and it's a very close second because
Mhm.
I get nostalgic when it comes to Christmas time. I know I'm like so sick and tired of hearing the same Mariah Carey song on
Yeah.
the speakers over and over. But
Yeah.
when I was in university,
Mhm.
I used to sing and perform at bars with my jazz combo, and during
Mm.
Christmas time, it was always the best.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes sense.
Hmm.
So you've been performing. You've had the experience with live performance then.
Yes, I have, yeah.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, it just kind of hits different, right?
It does. It really
Yeah.
does. It's so different.
Yeah, like at first you're really nervous, but once you've done it enough, it's actually a bit of an
Mhm.
endorphin high, in my opinion, you know?
No, yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I get stage fright like almost every single time
Hmm.
before it actually happens, but once I step on stage, it disappears. It melts
Yeah, it
away.
just washes off. It's kind of the
Mhm.
same, you know? Like, I've had some friends ask me, you know, how do you make it so that you're not nervous when you're doing all of your streams or singing karaoke on stream? And I'm like,
Mhm.
you know what? I am nervous, but thing is,
Yeah.
once it starts, it just kind of disappears, you know? You just kind of, you just kind
Yeah.
of start doing your thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
100%.
Also, Seven, it's not really an unpopular opinion. I feel like it's kind of like a very popular opinion that Christmas music gets way too overplayed way before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't worry.
no, absolutely. Not an unpopular opinion at all.
But yeah, do you have any plans for your Halloween celebration though?
Close my windows and turn off all the lights so people don't come trick-or-treating to my house. And watch horror movies probably with my community, honestly.
Well, that's fun. Do they still support watch-alongs over here on Twitch?
I'm sure they do, but only Amazon stuff.
Okay. Yeah, because remember back then it was integrated into the whole system, but they removed that, I think, earlier this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I might have to check on the rules for that. If I could host watch parties of literally anything, I definitely would, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there's a big rule about like things on subscription services like Netflix and Hulu, but that's not allowed.
Yeah, because I really want to do watch-alongs like that with my community from time to time because I'm also a big movie watcher. And I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to integrate that somehow into my VTubing because, you know, it would be fun to watch things with everyone, you know? It's just a very different experience.
It's
Yeah.
really nice. I love experiencing things with my community, especially since a lot of my community, they've either like moved out of their families' homes or like just did not really have a good relationship with their families. So I'm like, here,
Ah.
this is your new family. We're going to watch Kitchen Nightmares for like the 17th time.
That's actually so wholesome. And I feel like that would be a really nice time to spend with your community too, especially if it's something memey like Kitchen Nightmares. I love watching Kitchen Nightmares and Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, those are like my
I love
comfort
watching
shows,
them,
strange
yep.
enough, you know?
Mhm,
Like it's a
mhm.
lot of yelling by Gordon Ramsay, but it's such a comfort show
MasterChef
for
as
me.
well. I watch MasterChef Canada like all the
Yeah.
time, and like my community and I just like yell at like the classic like mean character kinds of people. It's so funny. It's great. We
Yeah,
love
like
it.
I feel like for some seasons of especially like Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares, like there's
Mhm.
already some stuff there where like I know it's coming and I can quote it right away. You know, I watched
Yeah,
it so many
absolutely.
times.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, because what I do, right, is this is probably not very healthy, but when I'm at work, I like to have something playing in my earbuds.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I have Kitchen Nightmares just an entire season playing in my earbuds, which I
No,
guess
yeah, I
helps me
get
work
it.
a bit faster, you know? Like Gordon
Hey, that's
Ramsay's yelling
fine.
at me while I work.
I don't think that's an issue. I listen to
Mhm.
Kitchen Nightmares while I'm doing my own artwork, like off stream,
Mm.
and it helps me do work faster. I think it's great, in all
Yeah.
honesty.
Yeah, and it's funny too because I do work in a kitchen. So I guess that also keeps me on my toes and like help me make sure that I'm not serving anything raw or anything overcooked.
I mean, hey, as long as it's like working out for you, I don't see what the issue would be.
Exactly.
Everyone functions differently, all right?
Yeah. So do you have any besides the donathon, do you have any big projects, like any big videos that you might be working on that you might want to hint towards for the chat? Like any sneak peeks?
Big videos, big projects. I think like just my uploading edited content of my Virgin Gamer series as a whole, that's kind of been slow because as a poor anime waifu on the internet, I have to be able to save up money so I can afford editors to edit the videos. So therefore, it takes a lot of time for me to upload onto my YouTube.
Yeah.
So there's that. I will be debuting my new outfit on my donathon.
There you go. Oh my god.
Yep.
Do you know when you're gonna be debuting that? Because I do want to see that as well.
Like right at the beginning.
You're starting off the donathon with a new outfit.
Yep, absolutely. And I believe in the middle of the donathon, one of the goals is to debut my secret gamer subs model. I have not showed anybody that so far. So that's gonna be really fun once it drops.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really cool. The gamer subs model is purely for gamer subs plugs. Like I have an entire setup like ready on my OBS where if people want a gamer subs plug, I will literally press a button, my entire scene will change, and then I'll do like a 5-minute interactive gamer subs plug where I talk about the flavor of the day.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
Just like a complete, just your ad read button, pretty much.
It is an ad read button, but I've worked so hard on this model to make sure that's like interactive, so it's not just like me talking about it while I'm playing a game. It's like me actually making the drink and talking about the drink.
That's actually a cool way to do your plug. I might steal that idea.
Yeah, go ahead, steal it. I feel like a lot of people really need to get innovative with their VTuber models because VTuber models are practically like the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
I'll be making like YouTube shorts as well of me doing like gamer subs like honest reviews for gamer subs, and I will be giving people my honest opinions on the flavors that they get. There are some hit and misses. And I was like, hey guys, I know you sponsor me, but would it be all right if I told people my honest opinions about it? Because there's some flavors I don't like, but there are some flavors that I do. And Gamer Subs being the goated company that they are, they're like, you know what? Go for it. If there's anything wrong, I want to be able to hear about it so that we can improve it and send you a new one.
Oh, that's honestly so much respect for that.
Gamer Subs is like such a good company, man.
Let's go. Yeah, I can't wait till I get my first chance at a sponsorship, because like there is so many ways to be creative with that, and I feel like those who do get creative with their ad reads and their sponsorships, it kind of becomes like a thing for them, you know? Like the first time I remember seeing something like that was when I was watching Internet Historian, and he kind of like starts memeing on he started memeing on the sponsors that he gets, and it actually becomes a thing that people don't even skip anymore, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of what I want. That's kind of what I want for Gamer Subs. Also, you're not sponsored by Gamer Subs?
No, I'm not sponsored by anyone at all, I don't think. No.
All right.
No. Yeah. I'm still looking to get big enough that I get my very first sponsorship.
You'll get there.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll
I know you
keep
will.
Working. Aw, thank you. Yeah, but yeah, really the whole content grind, really, I still need to get used to the whole workflow of it, because, you know, balancing a full-time job along with balancing your content creation, it's a lot to get used to. Honestly, it's a lot to get used to. Help us no sponsorships. Yeah, one day though.
Hey, that's
one
gonna
day.
change soon, all right?
Yeah,
I
one day.
I have full belief in Klato.
Aw, thank you, thank you. But yeah, speaking of actually, I remember the first time I actually met you, I think, was when we were both in the Sox agency meet and greet, right?
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
first time we officially met.
Yeah, and honestly, like that whole thing, it was such a nice experience, you know. Like we got to meet so many other VTubers there, and I feel like I really made a lot of friends because of that. Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, Flork is a great guy. He
Yeah.
likes bringing people together.
He's so cool too. Like
He's awesome.
yeah, I remember. I think I was having a bad day, and I guess he kind of like he kind of knew, and then he just sent me a DM saying, "Hey man, if you need to talk about anything, just my DMs are open." And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, Flork is genuinely a great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy on the internet.
Yeah, I really feel like he's a very like down to earth kind of guy who's still, you know, he's still very approachable despite being such a, you know, a CEO of basically like his own company now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also just like a huge face on the internet. Like Flork
Mhm.
is cultural and moving parts of the internet, I feel.
Oh yeah,
and
for sure.
and he's just such a great guy.
Mhm.
He's so chill.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
got me back on my gambling addiction. He's amazing.
Really? What did he get you back onto?
He was like, here, all right, hold on. I'm gonna pull this up. I'm
Mhm.
gonna pull this up. Or literally right now, he got me into like Heart of Crown. He got me into like a sponsored tournament for
Uh-huh.
Heart of Crown. And that is a deck building game. And I had a lot of fun. And Flork checked in on me like not too long after. And I was like, yeah, I had a lot of fun. I actually quite like card games. And he was like, do you play Balatro? And I was like, no, I haven't. And he's like, I'm gonna get it for you right now. And I said, no, Flork, you need to save up for my plushie. And then he like
Yeah.
grabbed me and he was like, I can afford like 4 of your plushies with 4 copies of Balatro. You're getting this game. And
Yeah.
now he's gotten me back on my gambling addiction arc.
Yeah, he's
so.
trying to get me into Magic the Gathering arena.
He wants everybody to play every single TCG under the sun.
Also, yeah, let me just take another sip because they're reminding me to hydrate again. Alright, there we go. But yeah, how's that community been treating you so far though? Like, have you been talking a lot even after the meet and greet to all of the other people that were kind of in that group?
Yeah, absolutely. They're a lot of fun to talk to. I mean, like I've been friends with Cammy for a very long time.
Oh, really?
Snoozy's a blast. Yeah, I've known Cammy like before Cammy was Cammy, and I love Cammy.
Oh, that's so cool.
Cammy's amazing. Yeah, we've been friends for quite a bit, and it was such a shock for me to find out who Cammy was, and I was like, Cammy, you're doing such a good job, and I'm so proud of you. Cammy's like, where is this coming from? Like, that's because I know who you are. Don't play with me.
I was gonna say, right? Like, you two kind of have a very similar vibe.
Yeah, we've been friends for quite a bit, and I'm just so happy to see Cabby thriving right now. I knew that who she was before just needed like a little bit of a push, especially with the backing of a corpo, and I'm just so happy that Cammy's where she is right now.
Yeah, honestly, she's been popping off. It's so cool.
I love Cammy. Cammy has been thriving under Socks, and I'm so happy for it. Honestly, I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, she's so friendly too, you know? Like, I've actually had her on during tea time. And
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and she was so fun to talk to, and I still need to talk to her more about like cuz she's like she's more of like a rock singer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, if you want to do some rock songs, you know, I'm totally down for that, cuz I'm trying to get into rock singing as well. So
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's where all the vocal fry techniques coming from, man. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Man, honestly though, like taking those vocal lessons have been like the best decision of my life. I feel like my singing has improved astronomically ever since then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Vocal training is godsend for any kind of vocalist, regardless of whether you want to actually go to singing or whether you want to just
Even
like,
voice acting
do voice
too.
acting.
Yeah.
It helps you with your range. Absolutely.
Yeah, cause I feel like especially with the person who's teaching me I'm taking Chris Lipe's lessons, if you know who Chris Lipe
Mhm.
is.
Mhm.
But I'm taking his lessons, and a lot of his how do you find your head voice kind of thing, how do you find different kinds of resonances, he relates it to like, oh, different cartoon voices, and it's really interesting because it really shows the parallel between singing and voice acting, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of those talents do kind of like transfer over between the two. So maybe one day
Absolutely.
I'll go to my voice acting arc once I finish my singing arc, you know.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, let's
go.
go. Let's go. Cause I know we talked about this before this stream started, but one of your dreams is to become like a voice actor in something, right?
Yes, absolutely. I have a lot of fun voice acting
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to my D&D campaign, so it's no surprise that I want to try dabbling into voice acting myself. I think the
Mm.
only kind of voice I can do is like a good Ash Ketchum voice, but that's like about it. I've always wanted to do
Mm.
more than that. I think I might need to do some vocal training some more.
Yeah. Are you ever planning on like taking some lessons online or something, or?
I think I will, yeah.
Mm.
Along with a couple of exercises from my VA friends.
Mm. Oh yeah. You did say that you have some connections with like a bunch of other VA friends, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I do. There's Onicast, and
Mm-hmm.
then there's Takahata, and then there's
Mm-hmm.
Jonas Scott. They're
Yeah.
they're all really nice.
Yeah, the Takahata one was the one that I like reacted to the most when you told me about it, because like, man, that was pretty much childhood, for not really childhood, but you know, like
Yeah,
basically like core internet memory for me watching like Team 4 Star stuff, you know?
yeah.
Man.
Taka's super chill. He's
Yeah.
told me that if I ever needed help getting into the career, that I could go to him. So I think I might actually just take him up on that when I get less busy, of course, because I'm packed, as you can tell.
Yeah, that's honestly
These
so
next few
cool.
months, I'm gonna be packed. I don't think I'm gonna have time for anything.
Yeah, man, I wish I had connections like that.
He does posts for
Uh-huh.
people to join his bar every
Okay.
once in a while. I
Maybe
highly
I'll.
recommend that you turn on notifications for him and just
Okay.
respond.
All
He
right.
will he's very chill and he's
Is
very
this on
friendly.
Twitter?
Yeah, on Twitter.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll turn on notifications for that. Maybe I'll shoot my
Especially now
shot
that he is
sometime.
off of his hiatus, he's
Hmm.
been doing a lot of bar streams, and that's kind of the best way he gets to know people. So
Ah.
I highly recommend.
Yeah. So that's kind of like his big vibe check.
Hmm
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Maybe I'll check that out. Thanks for
Great.
telling me. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
absolutely.
Awesome.
Every single time I think of Jonas Scott, I get embarrassed because like
Yeah.
you know who Jonas Scott is, right?
Not really. Who is Jonas Scott?
He voices like Upper Moon 1
Oh. Okay.
and and Legoshi from Beastars.
Oh.
And
Okay.
I've been following his stuff for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, I realized that his VA account was following me, and I was like, "Whoa, when did this happen?" And then a quote unquote random VTuber account was like, "Yeah, I don't know who this freak is. Nobody tell her." And then I found out that fucking Alpha Aniki was just Jonas Scott, but VTubing, and I was like, I am a fake fan. I can't show my face. And I showed up on his stream in chat literally after how that happened, and he was like, "Oh my god, look, Cynical." Yeah, Cynical didn't know I was a VTuber. Everybody laughed at her, and I was like, man,
That's so funny. Oh my god.
that's so embarrassing. I did play Lethal Company with him after though. That was kind of fun, but
Oh my god,
like
that's so
that was
cool, though.
embarrassing.
Yeah,
It was,
that's so
fucking embarrassing.
cool. Man, experiences like that are so great, honestly. Like you basically getting to meet some of your favorite people online, you know?
Yeah, it's
Man.
great. Everyone
VTubing
says
really
never meet
opens
your
that
heroes,
up.
but honestly, all my heroes are great.
Yeah. And I've met some of my heroes, you know, like and I'm honestly really glad that I have, you know. Just being part of their community, being able to even like talk to them. It's great. It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I've never actually like experienced that cuz I know it's very common, you know, when people say don't meet your heroes and then they have like bad experiences meeting their Oshis or like meeting someone who they've been a fan of for a long time and they don't expect them to be like that. And honestly, it's I haven't had that experience yet, luckily.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
Mhm.
Everybody that I've met so far in this community has been like a joy to me, including
Yeah.
you. You're great.
Aw, thank
Everybody, big or
you.
small, I don't really care. Everybody's been very, very good.
Yeah, I haven't had a bad experience with a VTuber yet. Yet.
Yet.
Yeah. But yeah, but yeah, honestly, yeah, it's so cool that you have all of those connections. But I guess like what's your secret when it comes to I guess like I hate saying networking with people, you know, but what is kind of like the advice that you can give to people who want to I guess meet someone like that?
I would recommend, and I know this is gonna be really hard and much easier said than done, but just be yourself.
Mm.
Be your most uncandid self and just say hi and have the only goal just be friendship.
Mm. Yeah.
I know
That's a
it's
really
very
good approach.
intimidating and very scary.
Mhm.
It is very difficult, and I totally understand that. Just like my first times interacting with Vienna and Zentreya, they are. Trust me when I say this now, as a medium-sized creator,
Uh-huh.
people can smell cloud chasing from a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
How you interact and reach out to somebody is very important. As long as your interaction is like really nothing more than just wanting to be friends and just hanging out and being chill,
Yeah.
trust me, your Oshi will know, and they'll be like, okay, yeah, this is just a cool hangout. That's fine. And then
Yeah.
they'll do it.
It's got to feel genuine, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good advice, honestly. Because that's something that I'm always afraid of, because a lot of the people that I reach out to are the people who I would always want to hang out with, you know, where the first thing I would think is, man, it would be cool if I eventually get to, you know, start playing video games with this person, you know, start just like having casual chats with them. And I really don't want to come off as I'm, you know, chasing them for clout or for some sort of growth or something. That's why I hate saying networking. But
I understand. It's not. I don't really like that word either.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, that's just kind of how it is in the content creation world. It definitely helps your chances if you offer to like hang out offline.
Oh, Mystic Reality, thanks for the raid with 7 people. Thank you.
Hello, Raiders! Welcome.
Welcome, Raiders. Yeah, welcome to Sunday Afternoon Tea Time with Cynical Beanicle over here.
Hello.
Hello. I hope you had a good stream, and if you do need to grab some water, grab some food, please feel free to do so, you know? do some of your after stream care, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I hope your stream went well, Misty. Yeah. So in the vein of that, yeah, I do feel like you could really smell it if if people are being kind of the one of the things, right? One of the things that I really hate when it happens is that when someone seems to approach you feeling like they do want to be friends, and it turns out they're one of those like art bots on Twitter.
Anytime somebody opens up a DM with, hey, do you have time? Can I ask you a question? I just close it.
Oh, I swear, the bots are getting smarter. I've had some DMs, right? Like 1 or 2 where it genuinely seems like they're trying to talk to me. And then they go like, well, by the way, if you really need some art, and I'm like, oh no, I thought you were gonna be a friend. No.
Normally, just checking out the profile before even answering them helps. They have a pretty big tell if they're a bot art account. What definitely doesn't help in networking is that you go, hi, big streamer, I'm a huge fan. I'd love to be friends with you. Do you want a collab?
Yeah,
like,
don't go right away with the collab approach.
Right away into the collab. That's gonna make anybody say no. If you go like, hey, I'd love to hang out, get to know you more. Maybe we could do some gaming off stream, and that's definitely a green flag.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like you know, I don't know if this was contributed to by you know, the big lockdown we had. But I feel like people have gotten a lot less used to approaching others like a normal human being. I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah, no, for real. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. So that's kind of just like a skill that a lot of people need to relearn, is just to how to make friends naturally. Hmm. Because I feel like because I am friends with certain people, like
Mhm.
some people think that I have some sort of ulterior motive,
Yeah,
yeah. Like
yeah.
I have
Which
some
is rough.
people. Yeah, I've had some people who actually asked me, going like, "Hey, did you like start hanging out in this person's community because you're like trying to do this or trying to do that?" And I'm like, "No, I literally just play video games with them." you know
Yeah.
it's nothing more complicated than that. I just enjoy their presence.
Yeah, for real.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know it's a lot harder in this space, especially now that it's so saturated and competitive.
Mhm.
But I feel like people just need to remember that, when most people reach out to you, it's not because they want to take advantage of you. They just want to hang out.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is on the other person because they're not communicating that they just want to hang out, and instead they're just dipping right into the collab.
Mhm.
Like, I understand how people would want to use a collab as a means to get to know somebody, but trust me when I say that a lot of people will feel a lot more comfortable interacting with you just like off screen,
Yeah.
without any pressure of a chat watching you get to
Yeah.
know this stranger. So,
Yeah, play a few video games with them. That's like the best way to connect with them. Like if you
yeah,
discover that
yeah.
you play the same kind of game, especially if it's like a multiplayer thing,
Mhm.
100% go like, "Oh, I saw you playing this game. You wanna play it sometime?" Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people really start to get to know each other even just like playing a video game. Like a side of you kind of comes out that doesn't normally come out with normal
True, yeah, true,
conversation.
true.
Yeah, because I remember even because Chad already knows this, but I play League of Legends.
Oh, you poor thing.
I know.
My
And
condolences.
I've met some VTubers who through that, just playing League of Legends, and I swear
Mhm.
they act very differently when they play the game
Oh, yeah.
as opposed to on stream. It's a great way to get to know them. Their true colors come out. Hmm. But yeah, that's very good advice. Just start to approach people as if they're more like their friends rather than just trying to get some sort of business connection with them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Because that way, even once you do your collab, they'll stick around and you can still do more stuff other than the thing you originally collabed with, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that's good. But yeah, so it seems like we have reached the time where I don't want to keep you for too long if you're busy with something later on today.
I'm not busy with anything. I literally
Uh
cleared up my schedule just for this, just in case.
oh, awesome. So yeah, just tell me if I'm keeping you for a little too long, okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
Leo the
let I'll
Crow,
let you
thanks for
know for
following.
sure.
All right, thank you. But yeah, so speaking of I guess the whole VTuber community and all of that stuff. It's honestly really cool that the VTubing has slowly been breaking into the mainstream. Like a lot
Yeah,
more
absolutely.
yeah, a lot more normal people are starting to
Normal
find
people.
VTubing and discover it and get into the rabbit hole with us.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's really cool seeing
Mhm.
such waves being made in the VTubing community.
Mhm.
Um,
Like
it's just yeah, it's just really cool to see.
yeah,
My family still doesn't understand what VTubing is, but I'm glad that other people are.
yeah. Oh man, yeah, the first time I had to explain VTubing to my mom, right? I'm like, "Okay, so this is me. I'm on the screen."
I'm almost like, are you in an anime? I'm like, no, that's
No,
not it.
no, no. I'm just talking to people online. I'm streaming. Like, luckily my mom kind of has like a bit of an idea what streaming is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was, and I don't have to explain the concept of streaming to my mom. But I guess, have you had to, I guess, explain to a family member who doesn't really know a lot about VTubing or the internet about what you're
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah, yeah. I've definitely had to try to explain it to at least my mom, my dad, my grandma, because
Hmm.
those are the three family members that are the closest to me. and that's a stretch because I don't really have that good of a relationship with them. And
Ah.
they are like, they immediately when I told them that I was streaming, like, oh, you're not doing porn, are you? And I'm like,
Oh my god,
"Man."
I had the same reaction from okay, one of my family members, right?
Yeah.
I think it was my grandma. I had to explain, you know, and I guess the way I explained it, going like, oh yeah, I go on the internet, I basically entertain people. I guess it's because I said I entertain people.
You
and
entertain people, yeah. That's like
from
the
time to
trigger
time
word.
they give me donations, and because I had to kind of like show my grandma how it's like possible to also make money off of it. And then my grandma's like, are you doing porn?
Yeah, like, are you like having sex on the internet? I'm like, what? No.
It's like,
Why
no, it's
would you?
completely
Why is that
different.
the first thing you think of?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's because I said entertain, right? So I can kind of get why my grandma would get that kind of impression. But that's always so funny as soon as he said that. Not gonna lie, some Holo fans having to explain what a VTuber is to an elderly couple at the Dodgers game was funny as fuck. I bet. Yeah.
That was like a monumental thing in VTubing history. That broke into like the normie space.
Oh yeah.
Some people were upset by it. That's fine. VTubing is not everybody's thing, but there were some people that like started to become fans of VTubers.
Yeah, genuinely
that.
got interested in VTubing and actually got into the rabbit hole. So, you know, for as many people who were upset about Hololive appearing at the Dodgers game, there were as many people who decided to check them out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like it was just a net positive for VTubing. Like, yeah, it had a lot of scuff, but like a lot of VTuber stuff involves
Yeah,
scuff
I mean, like
anyways,
scuff
you know?
is not an unfamiliar thing in this career.
Yeah. Scuff happens to everyone, big or small, you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of like one thing that I because you know I've had some Kohais already because Nexus has been coming out with like these other generations, and
Yeah,
like,
I saw.
a lot of times they say that they're like scared of things being scuffed, and it's like, you know, we just gotta accept
It's never gonna be perfect. Just have fun. Just make fun of it and roll with it. It's just have fun.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's the mindset that you really gotta approach this with is if scuff does happen, play off of it, you know.
Yeah.
Like make it.
I mean, you're an entertainer. Just make it entertaining.
Yeah. Hell, it could even grow into like an inside joke in your stream, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Like before I upgraded my internet, I always kept getting disconnects, and then we kind of turned it into a joke in my community where I'm like, oh my god. You know, someone's trying to hack into my mainframe. Someone's trying to hack into the system to prevent me from streaming. You know, yeah. Just start to play off of it like that. There's a lot of ways to make scuff entertaining.
I remember when I was streaming with a really shitty computer. It was a rent-to-own computer, and it wasn't clean in like 2 years. It was awful.
Oh.
And yeah, it was that. Like before that, when I first started streaming, it was on like an MacBook Air 13-inch, and it was awful.
Oh.
That's like early cynical VTubing lore.
Yeah.
And I used to whenever I did have like technical issues, I would always say that there's just a bunch of dust bunnies hiding in my computer. I just have to shoo them away for a moment. Because you know, I call my community mooncakes, and they're like white bunny spirits. So like I call them the scuff things dust bunnies.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the dust bunnies are doing their thing again, guys. Just kind of deal with it. I'll shoo them away. It's okay. That's so cool, actually. I like that.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Just like make it funny.
Yeah. Go chefs. But yeah, the Dongo chefs. I just kind of got what you meant by that, Smugsuck. Oh my god, what the hell? That's such an obscure reference. Yeah, because there's this legend that bunnies make dongo or like mochi in the moon or something. Like they pound rice cakes
that's
in the
literally
moon.
what my lore is tied into, Chang'e.
Oh, is that why your fans are called mooncakes?
Yes, that is exactly why they're called mooncakes, actually.
Oh, there we go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I'll give you like a TLDR of my lore. I was a Asian lung dragon, and I wasn't as arcane powerful as my other siblings and family members. They shunned me. And then one day when I was going on a walk, I found a bunny that was trapped in a fox trap. I tried to use my magic to free it. I wasn't strong enough, so I used my bare hands to free it. And the bunny turned out to be a messenger for Chang'e, which is the lady in the moon. And he said that he would take one wish and bring it up to her. And I said, I want to be more powerful with the arcane so I can make my family proud. And then I fell asleep against a tree. When I woke up, I had bunny ears, and my dragon tail had turned into a bunny tail, but I kept the horns because that's the core of my arcane power. So hence, jackalope. I went back to my family, and I was like, hey, I'm powerful now. And they said, you're stinky because you're like a half-breed now. And I'm like, you guys suck. And then I ran away into the forest, and now I'm here. That's a really, really short TLDR of my lore. But yeah,
I like that.
It ties in with Chang'e.
Yeah. Cause that's like that's a really creative way to incorporate like the jackalope aspect as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was initially designing myself, I was like, okay, I really want to rep my like Chinese heritage. What would be the best way to do it? Ah, yes, the lung dragon, the Chinese long noodle dragons. And then I thought about it, and then I told myself, okay, maybe not all dragon, because Chinese dragons are kind of depicted to be wise, benevolent beings, and I'm not wise, and I don't feel very benevolent. So I thought to myself, okay, what animal really represents me the most? And I thought bunny, because they're small, fluffy, cute, and they get stressed enough to eat their own children. And I think, okay, I'm just going to combine them together. What's a bunny with horns? A jackalope.
A jackalope, yeah. Oh my god, wait, I didn't know that bunnies get stressed enough to eat their own children.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Wait, what the heck?
Yep. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's some new cursed knowledge that I didn't know.
Yeah, that's cursed knowledge. That's real cursed knowledge. Like, okay, so if a bunny were to like give birth to a bunch of kids and you stress them out by like picking them up and picking their kids up, they'll get so incredibly stressed that the only thing that can satisfy their like stressed out brain to calm down is to eat their fucking child, which is crazy.
God!
But yeah, it's cursed, right? You wouldn't think that when you think of a cute little bunny, but that's
they're
what they
herbivores. What happened?
Yeah. You just think about it, just like you jump out of the corner in front of the bunny cage, go boo, and then your bunny goes ah, and then starts eating their kids.
Man, what a coping mechanism! Oh my god.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? I when I was a kid, I was also not allowed to watch any kind of cartoons at all. So I did not watch SpongeBob. I literally didn't watch any cartoons. The only thing I was allowed to watch was Nat Geo Wild, and that's where I got most of my animal facts from.
Ah, okay, so that's where you got your cursed knowledge then.
Yeah, I got all my cursed knowledge on Nat Geo Wild. I can thank my mom and my dad for forcing me to watch that instead of like cartoons like a normal kid.
Oh my god. Okay, so have you heard of giant otters?
Yes.
They are terrifying.
They are.
Yeah, there's that video of them like killing a crocodile and they're laughing like little horror children.
Yes, it's always like the small and cute animals that do some really fucked up shit, right?
Yeah, why is that? Like it's always the cutest animals that nature makes the most fucked up.
I don't know. I don't know why nature does this. Like for sharks, you think they're scary, but really they're just water puppies, and if you rotate them, they stop moving.
Yeah, get rotated, idiot. Man, yeah.
But then like tiny, cute, adorable animals, no, they're fucked up. Don't go anywhere near them.
Yeah, bunnies eat their children, giant otters, they like, they might look cute, but then they start like eating you up in packs and start like tormenting you with the laughter of little children. Oh my god.
Dolphins would use pufferfish as a means to like stress them out and then turn them into a ball so they would play with them, and they would use the sting and poison from the pufferfish to get high.
Yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah, dolphins are
Nature's
fucked up.
Yeah, nature's fucked up. Every time I see a dolphin VTuber, I'm like, I don't know about that one. Do they know about this lore?
Yeah. I wonder if some of the people who do use those animals as inspiration are kind of aware of those little fucked up things. Yeah.
I'd like to see a lobster VTuber that goes into like a lot of lobster facts. Do you know that they pee out of their eyes to communicate?
What?
Yeah. You know that
Does
lobsters
work?
pee out of their fucking eyes to communicate? I want to
God.
see a VTuber do that.
Oh my god, they have a toggle where they
They have a
start
crying toggle,
and
but
it's
it's
yellow. Oh
I think
no!
that would be great. Hey guys, I'm a character designer. I've character designed like corporate and indie VTubers alike. If you hit me up with like a lobster VTuber idea, I'll give you a discount. I'll do it.
Oh my god! Imagine, right? Imagine it's one of those VTuber models that you can buy off of like, I don't know, freaking Etsy or like Gumroad or something.
Uh-huh.
And then like they don't know about the toggles. It's like, oh look, cute lobster VTuber. And then they start cycling through the toggles and it's like, why are the tears
Why
yellow?
is the crying like yellow?
That's amazing. That has to happen one day if it still hasn't. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It
Yeah.
would be so funny.
Wait, have you
If anybody,
have you done videos about cursed animal facts yet? I feel like you would be
I
the perfect
haven't.
one to do that.
I haven't, but I know that my community has been requesting for like a brain rot stream from
Yeah.
me, and I think I will do that after the donathon, where like people were to submit any of their animal questions or ask for animal facts, and I'll create like a PowerPoint slide and I'll just yap for 8 hours.
Yeah, I feel like you can do that for shorts as well. Like if you make shorts about like just cursed animal facts, I feel like those would pop off.
I think I will have to eventually, especially with the new outfit that I'm gonna be debuting. That'll be it'll fit the cursed animal knowledge.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Like, you know,
I'll have to
you-
show it to you after stream. I'll show it to you after stream.
Oh, awesome. I get a sneak peek. Let's
You
go.
get the preview. You get the preview before I actually show it. I won't show you all the toggles. You're gonna have to pop by my stream
Yeah.
on Saturday to see all the toggles. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be really fun.
Oh my god, like yeah, you could start talking about like you know how what was that? 3 raccoons can fit inside your butthole or something?
2.5 actually
and a half.
can fit inside your anus.
Yeah,
It's
that's
kind of
really
crazy.
cursed. Yeah, or like how ducks have like corkscrew penises.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something
they
that
do have
catches a lot of
corkscrew
people off guard.
penises.
Yeah.
Hedgehogs also eat poop and they rub it on themselves, and scientists still don't know why they actually do this. They initially thought it was like a self-defense mechanism, but they don't know. There's like no purpose to it. They don't know why they do that.
Yeah, Sonic. That's the
Yeah, when you
that's the
think about
hidden
Sonic,
lore.
you're gonna be fucked up now.
Yeah, that's a hidden Sonic lore, guys. He secretly rubs poop on himself. He just doesn't show anyone. Oh god. Their wombs corkscrew in the opposite direction.
Yeah. Duck mating seasons are not fun.
Oh my
they're not fun.
god.
Most female ducks during mating season, they die.
Wait, because it corkscrews in the opposite way, so it forces it into. Oh god.
And most females get ganged up by at least 3 at a time.
That's horrible. Ducks
I
are
don't know
fucked
why.
up.
I don't know why God decided to do this. Whoever made these
God.
creatures, they're fucked up. God, you're
Holy
gonna have to look
shit.
at like if there is a God, you're gonna have to look at like one of the angels in your pantheon, because that is
Yeah.
fucked up. That is fucked up. I don't know why you would ever do that.
My god.
They do have fake womb pockets. That's correct. On a
was there
slightly
just, like, a
less
freaking-
cursed note, do you know that female hyenas have like extendable penises as well?
Oh yeah. They even like
They have
peg the
outward
male
penis.
hyenas apparently.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah, it's really funny. Male hyenas get pegged. I think it's like specifically the spotted hyenas, where like apparently
Yeah,
male
it's the
spotted
spotted
hyenas
hyenas,
just like
yeah.
live horrible lives. Yeah, I feel sorry for those guys, but it's still really
Lions as well.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? That kind of makes me not feel too sorry for the ducks who who I eat now, you know? Yeah.
I love eating ducks.
Same here. Like
I love
picking duck, foie gras.
Picking duck with like cherry blossom plum sauce
Oh
on
my
rice.
god.
That
sounds
is the best
amazing.
thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
or on those like on those crepes with like the cucumbers and hoisin sauce.
Yep,
Mm.
absolutely. Those are my favorite things to have in dim sum.
Yeah. That's why I like Chinese New Year, because there's this one Peking duck place where like there's a sale on when you buy like a whole Peking
Oh, you're
duck from
so
them.
lucky, man. There isn't a place like that anywhere around where
Really?
I live. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's one like right next to my workplace where me and some of my friends go there during Chinese New Year because they have a special on Peking duck.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Yeah.
I need pics.
Yeah.
I need
I'll
to
send
live
pics next time we
vicariously
go.
through you.
Yeah. Next time we go, I'm gonna send pics of the Peking duck that we're gonna we're gonna eat over there. Man, that's
Yep.
one of my most favorite things. And a
Mhm.
lot of people, for some reason, get weirded out by eating ducks when it's very similar to chicken. Honestly, like it's different, but like it's on the same vein, you know?
Yeah, it's better actually.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Funny enough,
It's a lot
actually
better.
more beefy than chickeny.
You know how chicken is like sometimes they can be very dry. Duck
Yeah.
is never dry.
Yeah, duck
It's
is never
so-
dry.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's bird. Exactly, it's bird. Yeah.
Have you ever had pigeon?
Yeah, I have had pigeon. Yeah, I've had squab
Pigeon is
before.
like, strangely enough, is like the most decadent of all the poultry meats.
Yeah, it's very.
If you ever
it's very
had duck,
nice.
pigeon is like duck squared.
Duck squared. I like that description. I'm gonna start using that from now on when I describe
That's like
pigeon.
the
Actually,
best way I can ever put it. You can only ever really know what a pigeon really tastes like after you've had duck.
Yeah, cause like what do you call it? Cause people are like, wait, you've eaten pigeon before? And I'm like, yeah, and they're like, what does it taste like? And I'm like, tastes like pigeon.
It's a
I
really
never really
unique
had a word
taste.
to describe it, you know? I haven't had a word to describe it before. Duck squared, that's a really good way of describing it, actually. Oh, duck
It's like
heads.
duck, but it's like better in like every other way.
That's actually one thing that because Kyo brought up duck heads in chat. That's one thing that I kind of noticed when it comes to like the difference between Western and Eastern culture. In Eastern culture, we're not really like too scared of like showing the whole animal, you know?
Yeah, I think it's just comes with the fact that, you know, in culture-wise, it's disrespectful to waste any part of the animal.
That's true.
You want
I
to cook
guess,
it
yeah.
all.
Yeah,
I have
'cause-
chicken feet. Chicken feet is great in soup. Have you ever had chicken feet in soup? It's phenomenal.
Yeah, my favorite is the steamed chicken feet with like the black bean sauce.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. And because for me, like even with fish soup, like we have fish head soup. And it's delicious. And like I even like eat the eyes and like the cheek and all of that part of the fish.
The cheek is the best part. If an Asian person gives you the cheek of a fish, they love you.
Yeah, that means they love you because there's
They
only a
love you.
tiny bit of it, but it's the best part of the fish.
Yep, and there's only two.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because what led me to really realize this is oh, thanks for the follow, ASMRsonist. I love that name.
ASMRsonist.
Oh, that's a great name, ASMRsonist. But yeah, so what led me to discover that actually was I went to culinary school, and my chef, we were doing seafood day, and he brought those big tiger shrimps, you know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it had the head still attached. And then one of my classmates started freaking out. And then she was like, "Oh my god, shrimps look like that?" And we're like, "Yeah, what do you think shrimps look like?" And apparently she thought that the shrimps came with just started swimming around like orange without the head, you know, like how they come in the packages at the store.
Man.
Yeah, and I'm like, how does that even make sense?
Man, what?
I know. Yeah.
How to tell they're sheltered, honestly.
I know.
Man, I can't imagine like going throughout the rest of my life not knowing that. I guess it comes with the fact that I did grow up in Hong Kong, and every single like summer we'd go to the pier and we'd go to a restaurant, and the restaurant would allow us to fish for our food.
Oh, that's cool.
It was it's so much fun. That restaurant was like right by the ocean, and then there would be a guide that would take everybody out on a boat, and we would go along the lines. We'd pay to go fishing, and then because we paid to go fishing for that experience, whatever we fished up, we can eat for free.
Yeah.
Everything else we wanna eat that we did not fish up, we have to pay for those. But everything that we did fish up was for free, and it was like, I remember ringing up a box of razor clam, and it was the best razor clam I'd ever had.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Razor clam is like the best clam to have. It's so sweet, it's so easy to eat, and it tastes best basted in garlic and butter, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah, it actually surprises a lot of my friends when I moved in Canada, but like when we went to this big supermarket that had like its own fish market. It's a big Asian supermarket, but yeah, They were like, oh
Is
my
it
god, it
TNT?
smells so bad. Yes.
I used to live in Canada.
Oh my god, yeah, it's TNT. So there's this Canadian supermarket called TNT. It's basically like imagine it's like Asian Walmart, I would say. Not
Yeah,
really.
that'll be a good way to.
But yeah,
that would be a good way to
pretty
say it.
close. Yeah. It's a big Asian supermarket, and they have their own fish section, and it smells like a fish market. And I'm like, wow, this smells like home to me. This is actually kind of nostalgic for me, you know, because I used to live in Asia. And back then, me and my family, we would always go to like the fish markets and buy a lot of fresh fish. So I'm used to that smell, you know?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's so crazy that you guessed the name of it. But yeah.
Immediately knew. I like right away locked in Asian supermarket. Yeah, that's TNT.
Yeah, TNT. It's so
It's
good.
either TNT or H Mart, but H Mart does not have a fish section.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, not as big of a one.
Yeah. So what I like the most in TNT is that they have this dim sum area near the entrance. Yeah, you can buy dim sum, you can buy ramen, sushi. There's like this whole food buffet that you can buy from, and it's amazing. Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And in the morning they have this thing where if you buy dim sum, you can get some free congee, or you can get some free hot soy milk, and it's so good. I always get chicken feet and beef tendon. Those are my favorite.
Yep, those are good. Those are really good. Now I'm getting nostalgic because I used to live in Canada. And then now I look outside, I'm like, there's nothing. Like I have like a tiny little Asian mart, sure, but like everything is priced up to hell because they had to import it.
Oh yeah.
Which sucks. Now I have to. Now I make my own. I have to make my own stuff. I have to make my own dumplings.
Yeah. Are you able to get like chicken feet there? Because you did talk about chicken feet, you know?
I am able to get chicken feet there. Yeah.
Yeah. They're such a pain to prepare by yourself, though.
They are. You have to like cut the nails. You gotta wash it all clean in between, and then after that, you gotta steam them a little bit, boil them a little bit, take them out, and then boil them back in again with the stock.
Yeah, because I remember my mom said, why don't we just buy the chicken feet and make it ourselves? And I'm like, okay, we can try. So she tried to do it, and she's like, why can't I get this the same texture as they do over in the dim sum place? And I'm like, that's why it's a bit pricier in the dim sum place. And if you buy it yourself, it's a pain in the ass to make, you know? Yeah, it's good for you too, by the way, Smug Suck. Chicken feet, it has a lot of collagen, makes your skin really nice.
I love chicken feet.
Yeah,
They taste so good.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
I know it sounds like we're both freaks when we say this, but chicken feet is fucking amazing.
Yeah, chicken feet is awesome. It's one of my favorite dim sum things. Yeah, I can eat like a lot of chicken feet. Whenever I go to a dim sum place, I can eat a lot of chicken feet. Yeah. I remember actually there used to be an all-you-can-eat buffet that served those kinds of chicken feet. You know, like the black bean one. I would always have like a its own plate, you know? It would have its own plate. I would just have a plate full of chicken feet, and I would just like roll up to my table with my friends, and they're like, oh my god, what the fuck are those chicken feet?
That's me
I'm
with like
yeah.
xiaolongbao.
Oh yeah, xiaolongbao. Oh my god, I love those stuff.
Dude, moving to the States and not having any Chinese food around me has like pushed me to the limit, and now I know how to make my own xiaolongbao. I was just so desperate for xiaolongbao. I couldn't go out and get it, so I just had to like learn how to cook it myself.
That's crazy though, you know? Like your husband's probably enjoying all of that.
Oh yeah, he loves it. Every single time we have the money to be able to spend on like dumplings, I would make it a whole thing. I would get like minced meat, season it with like vegetables and a little bit of shrimp, and then mix it all together, make my own dumplings. I would meal prep for him, and he would take it to work, and it's his favorite thing.
Man, it would be nice to be able to cook for someone like that someday, because like I do cook a lot at home. Just for some reason, my family would rather like everyone cook for themselves, you know, not prepare way too much because they have special dietary needs for some of them, you know. So sometimes I would make like a creamy like chicken macaroni soup, or like I would make Japanese curry from time to time. But thing is, you know, my mom couldn't eat it because she has special dietary needs. You know, my sister also has her own special dietary needs. Yeah, so it kind of sucks, but you know, like it would be nice to cook for someone one day like that.
Yeah, that would be nice. Honestly, if we ever like had to like, let's just say like theoretically speaking, we go to Off Kai and we had to like share an Airbnb, I'd be happy to cook with you.
Hell yeah, yeah. We can have like a dude. Whoever's staying in that Airbnb with us will be eating good.
They'll
They
be
will
eating
be
good,
eating
for
good for that
sure.
weekend. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And-
I don't have a good relationship with my family because of the way I was treated and the way I had to cut them off. You know, Asian families, they don't really know that they're doing anything wrong until you tell them, and even then they kind of deny it.
Yeah.
And then but the one few good memories that I do have of my family was when we'd all get together on Wednesday and we would all make dumplings.
Oh my god, yeah.
All make
that's
dumplings
such a good
together,
family
sitting at the table,
experience.
like with our like dumpling wraps and like
Yeah.
making our own dumplings. And the kids, they would have to make their dumplings times like 5, and then they'd eat that. And it's so good. It's like their age times by 5.
Oh my god.
And it was a banquet. That's
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
that's like really ideal. You know, actually now like when with Kermit in chat saying this, I find it so interesting. Because how Asian families bond with their guests that come over is that they cook together. But
Yeah.
in Western culture, it's rude.
Yeah, it's rude
not
if you do
have
that
the
to your
food prepared
guests.
for your guests.
Yeah.
And I like having that disparity because I just look back and forth and like, sure, like I'm separated from it. I can see it from 2 different perspectives. But I would think to myself, if I was still living with my family, I would have thought that they would have found it rude that they didn't come cook with us. Why would they not want to bond with us?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's so different, you know? Like, I swear,
yeah.
if you tell like a Western guest, hey, can you help me cook? They'd be like, what the fuck? I'm your guest.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just glad that my husband, he didn't have that good of a family life either. And he really enjoys cooking with me because that's like when we also truly bond. And in my brain, I'm like, yes, yes, this is how you do it.
That's so wholesome though, because you know, like it's kind of like reliving that family experience, you know. Man, when one day if I ever get my own family, I would love to do that as
You
well.
will one day.
Yeah, you know, just like start I guess forming like good bonds just by memories through cooking, because that is one of the things that I'm passionate about.
I want to be able to like pass down family recipes to my kids. That's what I'm definitely gonna do.
Exactly. Like I think what would be my signature, I would say, family recipe is like there's this Japanese dish called ebi chili, you know?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah. I make a really freaking good ebi chili. Yeah,
We need
I
to
used to
trade.
make
I'll
it for
make
my
you
mom.
mad
all the
dumplings.
time. Yeah.
I'll make you dumplings. You can make me that.
Yeah, I'll make
We'll
you some
trade.
ebi chili. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
okay.
maybe
Yeah,
if we
for sure.
both go to Off Kai, you know, like I'll make some ebi chili. You can make some dumplings, and everyone's gonna be eating
For
good.
sure. Oh my god, for sure.
Yeah.
I can never get this down. I'm wondering whether you know how to make this. Do you know how to make chawamushi?
Chamushi?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Do you know how to make that? I can never get like the water level, the steam temperatures right. It's so temperamental.
You know what?
I can never do it.
My brother's really good at making it. I should ask my brother. Yeah,
Because my dad's really good at making it. He's tried teaching me, but like the cups are different, the pots are different, the steamer height is different, and like everything. Like that chawamushi is like the one thing that I can think of for cooking that feels more like baking than it is cooking.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? So my younger brother, he's a lot better at baking than me. Like for me, I'm very mid when it comes to baking, you know? Yeah, because baking is such a science. Like you get you get even like the pH balance is a little wrong, and you come out with a completely different product.
Yeah, like if you use like a little bit too much lemon zest and flavoring, you come the dish is just horrible.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so temperamental.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I should ask my younger brother.
Yeah, my dad is a huge foodie, and I think that's why I'm a huge foodie. And he has always taught me from growing up that cooking is an art and baking is a science.
Yeah, that's one of the things I heard as well. Yeah. And I feel it's so accurate, man. I still get nightmares from remembering my final baking exam, where I felt like I got sabotaged because I wasn't told that one of the ovens doesn't go as hot and as quickly as the other one on the top. So I got the perfect time and temperature, right? Just it didn't come out as cooked as all the other ones, and we were making choux pastry, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, choux pastry, man.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of what Kermit said, actually, yeah, that cooking you can 100% improv on the fly.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Like if you feel like you added a little too much salt, like yeah, just throw a little bit of sugar.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I actually had a moment
good.
like that for my final cooking exam, not the baking exam, but the cooking exam. Yeah, and I had like a freaking Shokugeki no Soma moment, you know, like I had a Food Wars moment. So we were making chicken parmesan, right? And
Oh, chicken parm.
I forgot to season the chicken. Big oopsie. So what I did was I was like, oh my god, it's already cooking. What do I do? Oh my god, I'm screwed. So what I did, wait, I have an idea. So I took the chicken skin that we weren't supposed to use, you know, because you know you don't really put skin in chicken parm when you bread it. And I crisped it up, I flattened it in the oven and salted the hell out of it. And then I cracked it up and put it on top to make like an interesting texture, and I actually got bonus marks for it.
Chicken skin is like great. Those fish skin, deep fried.
Oh yeah, fish skin
That
is
would've
actually my favorite
elevated.
snack. The
It's
salted
so
egg
good.
one, salted egg fish skin. My favorite. Yeah. which I guess like isn't a very familiar flavor to a lot of people, you know, like outside of Asia. But man, it's good. If you can try it, please try it. Salted egg, so good.
Salted egg. Have you? I'm so proud to say this actually, and since you cook, I'm sure that you'll be happy hearing this. I have mastered the 60-minute egg.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I use it for all of my ramen dishes now. I know that takes a long while. And it takes a lot of time and preparation, but holy shit, is it so satisfying to have my ramen and just slide that egg in there.
Yeah, perfect eggs every single time. Yeah. Did you know
eggs
actually?
Is also a science too.
Yeah, did you know actually? You know the chef hats, the toques. Apparently, I don't know if this is just like a myth or something, but one of my chefs told me that that the ridges on your toque used to signify how many ways you can cook an egg.
What?
Yeah. I don't know if it was like the ridges on a toque or something, but it's something similar to that. Like back then, apparently, like it's a very proud the pleats. Yeah, the pleats. Apparently, it's a very proud achievement to show how many ways you can cook an egg for a chef. You know, because eggs are one of the most essential things. You know,
cook an egg.
Yeah.
How many ways can you cook an egg? No, I don't want 15 different ways. I want all the ways. I want all the ways to cook an egg.
Yeah. Let's see. There we go.
Mostly
Chef
15,
hats.
16.
Known as toques traditionally have 100 pleats. Hey, thanks for the raid, VH Sorceress. Thank you. Raiding with a party
there
of
are
8.
100 ways to cook an egg. There are
100
legitimately
ways.
100 ways.
Yeah, traditionally have 100 pleats to represent the supposed 100 ways you can cook an egg.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's the story that I heard from one of my chefs. Because I guess that's one of the connections is okay. So this is what would have been like really funny, right? There's a timeline where I would have went to London to cook under one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants as an intern.
Which one?
I'm not sure, but apparently it was an internship, right? And it was a program in our school. And I was personally recommended by one of my chefs who used to work with Ramsay when they were younger. But thing is, I didn't go. And I feel like I dodged a bullet because the pandemic happened 1 year later.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I would have been stuck there.
You would have been stuck there. You would have been screwed.
Yeah, because it's a 2-year internship, right?
Yeah,
I would have been
man, imagine being
there.
stuck in London.
Yeah, I know. Man, I would have come back though as in my VTuber career with like a British accent, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine British.
Imagine.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I think it'll be so cool. You cook, obviously. I cook a lot, but I'm like homeschooled, old school taught, not like by like any proper like teacher or anything. If we ever have the like supplies and opportunity to be able to do an IRL cooking stream, I think it'll be so funny if we spun like a wheel on like a 100 egg wheel and and cook the egg that way.
Yeah, that would be great. That's a great streaming idea. Write that down. Holy crap.
I'm writing that down. I
Yeah.
think that'll be so much fun to do with you. 100 egg spin wheel.
Yeah.
I have like a VTuber notebook that I write virtually online. I think this will be perfect. We gotta do that.
Yeah, I've actually been wanting to do like an off collab sometime with someone where we do like a shokugeki, you know? And then we have like another VTuber as a judge.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to do one of those someday. Just
That would be so
challenge
cool.
it. Yeah, cuz man, Iron Chef was my childhood. So like Shokugeki no Soma was like such a great experience for me. It actually revived my passion for cooking when I was kind of in the
Let's
slump.
go.
Yeah.
Let's actually go. That
Yeah.
sounds amazing. I think you should definitely do that.
Yeah, home chef VTuber versus professional chef VTuber.
Yeah. I can't wait to show you how badly I'll fuck up scrambled eggs.
Oh my god, man. Yeah,
I
one
only know how to
day.
do it like the French way, which is super silky and soft. I don't know how to do like diner scrambled eggs. That's difficult
I mean,
for
it's
me.
basically the French way, but you just put more of a skin on it, really. Yeah, but I love making scrambled eggs. The silky kind is the best, in my opinion.
What's your favorite? How do you like eating your eggs?
Sunny side
What's your
up.
favorite kind of egg?
Yeah,
Based. That's
Yeah.
also my favorite.
Yeah.
Sunny side up.
exactly. I don't even mind even when like a bit of the egg white around the yolk is like a bit undercooked.
Yeah, that's actually perfect for me, honestly.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
I find it so funny. You're gonna get like a slight culture shock. I grew up in a relatively comfortable Asian household, and I'm sure that most people could probably guess because I grew up in Hong Kong, and there are only two sides of Hong Kong. There's the poor side and the rich side. I came from the rich side, and we used to go to like Thailand every single summer, and they had like a buffet bar. And I would love going to the buffet bar because there is a chef that stands there and has like a gigantic tray of eggs. And I would stand there and I'll be like, can I have a scrambled egg? And he would make it. And then I'm like, and I come back
that's so
later, like, can I
cool.
have like a over easy poach? And they're like, how many of these eggs are you eating? Like, I just like seeing you make them.
Yo,
Like
I
a
bet you though
little,
that
like,
chef
6-year-old
appreciated it.
sin.
Yeah. I bet you though that chef appreciated it because one thing, right? I tell a lot of people, a good hack in order to get good food in your potluck, invite two chefs.
Yeah, for sure.
There will be a silent competition between them, you know, of who can bring the better
it's so
dish.
funny.
Yeah.
And he did appreciate that. The people at that particular hotel in Thailand, they know my family by name.
Oh.
So if you ever want to go to Thailand, you hit me up and I'll
There we
contact
go.
them.
Man, I've actually wanted to go to Thailand. Yeah, I love their
Thailand's
food.
so good.
Yeah.
There's right next to the hotel that I'm at,
Mhm.
there is like this perfect pad Thai place with tom yum goong soup. And
Oh
it's so
my
good.
God.
It's like the best tom yum goong soup and pad Thai.
Oh
The
my
best
God.
I've ever had.
Yeah, my favorite
next to the
soup
hotel.
actually, one of my favorite soups is tom kakung, you know, like the one with the coconut
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. If you guys haven't tried it, do yourself a favor. If tom yum is too harsh for you, try that
Yeah.
one, the one with coconut milk, because it
Yeah,
actually
the
like
coconut
mellows
milk
it.
is the more milder one, but it still has the same flavor.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I
so
try to
good.
I get it every single time I go to this one Thai restaurant near my place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
now I'm fucking hungry. I'm gonna tell my husband to take me to Hot Pot after this. I can't.
Yeah. Make sure to treat yourself. You had like a meet and
can't.
greet
I need to
earlier,
now.
you know. Yeah, celebrate.
Yeah, I'll tell him. I'll tell him later.
yeah. Make sure he treats
I'm
you.
so glad that we did this because I didn't realize that you were this big of a foodie.
Oh
hey,
my God, I'm
you
such
shut
a
up!
huge
You shut.
foodie.
That's my husband. Ban my husband right now. Ban. Call me shameless.
Hello, call me shameless. Hold on.
You're
let
not
me
here
give you a
right
shout out.
now. What are you doing?
I'm just.
The typing on the keyboard better be banning. Call me shit. Oh God
Oh
damn it.
no, we gave him a shout out. Everyone, please follow the
That's my
hubby. Call me
husband.
shameless. Let's go.
He's here and he's calling me stinky.
Aw. Hey, you better
I'm
treat your
bonding
wife,
here,
okay?
babe. I'm bonding.
Yeah, you
I
better treat
didn't
your
know
wife
that
to
you were
some hot
this
pot.
that you were this deep of a foodie.
Yeah.
And you actually cook. Oh my god,
Yeah.
finally. A VTuber that does not burn water, even though I've burnt water before. A VTuber that hasn't burnt water.
Oh my god. One of the biggest horror stories I've had of culinary school, right? There was this one guy that was so bad at cooking that the chef even kind of gave up on him. And he said, okay, Clotho, if you take this guy in your group and try your best to just get him through the semester, I'll give you full marks this semester. And I'm like, hey, sounds like a deal. But oh my god, I can see why the chef gave up on him. He was so I told him, hey, so you're just making rice. You gotta stir it once and just make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom. He stared at it the entire time. And it was just like this big black crust at the bottom of the pan. And I'm like, dude, you had one job.
No.
And also he was making chicken noodle soup and somehow we heard him go, oops. And and then we looked towards him and his chicken soup was on fire.
How?
I don't know.
Don't you need like oil?
That's probably why I probably had like too much oil at the top or something, but how?
How, man?
Yeah.
This is why I'm glad. I didn't have a good relationship with my family, but one thing that they did teach me is how to appreciate good food, how to recreate that appreciation for good food at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly. Oh my god. And
What
you
is
know,
your classmate Asmongold? Bruh!
The $2 steak or like $1 steak, whatever it was. I
I'm
forgot
sorry?
what it was.
$1 steak?
I don't know, like Asmongold had this thing that kind of went viral with a bunch of other like food YouTubers where like he had like this very cheap steak that he cooked, you know? Yeah. No, it's not from a sitcom, Smug Suck. I swear to you, my classmate lit a soup on fire. Until this day, I have no idea how he managed to do it. Yeah.
Man.
God.
How did you burn water? Okay, what happened was that the pot wasn't exactly clean and they already had some stuff on the bottom. But when I went to go boil water, when I was a child, I turned up the heat and I didn't watch it for a while. And then I was like, when is the water gonna be finished boiling? And I went into the kitchen and everything was in smoke.
Oh no. Oh my god.
It's okay, I've definitely improved. In fact, I had such a fascination for good food that I took it upon myself to learn how to cook from Cooking Mama, one of the 3 games I was allowed to play as a child.
That's awesome. Oh my god.
It's so funny because like I had to like eyeball all the ingredients. Like, okay, this is like about the right size. And my dad came into the kitchen like little cynical, like 7, 8 years old. And it's like, and he's like, what are you doing, Sin? And then I was like, I'm cooking tempura udon. And I would play like one level of cooking the one stage.
Yeah.
And I would go like, okay, all right, that's what they want me to do. And I would just do it. And then I would play the next stage on the DS. And then I would just do the next stage. And my dad was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna let you do it. And honestly, it was edible.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm actually kind of I guess blessed with like a good relationship with some of my family members. But my grandpa, you know, like he's already passed away, but like I had so much good memories of him when I was very young Clotho, probably like 5 or 6 years old with him because he loved cooking. Like he makes one of the best charcoal grilled fish with coconut milk.
Oh!
Yeah.
That sounds
that was
so
like his
good,
signature
man.
dish, and it's my favorite. And the thing is, he's really passionate about cooking, and what he did that really got me into it was he bought me this like miniature cooking set, and he showed me how to cook an egg on top of it.
Ooh.
That's what started the whole thing, and I fucked up the first time, but you know, like as I got better and better, you know, like it was just, I feel like there's just so much bonding that can be done when it comes to cooking. Hell, even if you don't know how to cook, just go with your family member or like your friend or your loved one and be like, hey, let's learn how to cook together.
Oh my god, actually, this reminds me. Have you ever watched a movie called The 100 Foot Journey?
No, what is that?
Oh, it's so good. All right. The 100-foot journey is about an Indian chef that learned
Mm-hmm.
how to cook from his mom, and his mom died,
Mm-hmm.
and now he and his family was then forced to move to France. And
Oh.
him and his family got a restaurant that was right opposite of a one Michelin star restaurant, and they had to
Mm-hmm.
compete with each other. And it was essentially a movie about food being soul and how food brings people together, makes
Oh my
connections
God.
and memories. It's so good. We need to watch. I'm putting this down. We watch movie with Clotho.
Oh my God, yeah,
100
movie
foot
night
journey.
together. Oh, I'd love
100
that.
foot journey. I'll get the movie. We have to sit down. You're gonna appreciate it so much because it's like we get scenes between
Mhm.
in throughout the movie between like working in a Michelin star restaurant versus working in a restaurant that is like a family run.
Oh my God. Yeah,
It's
I
so
want to see that.
good.
That
It's
sounds
so
like such a good movie.
It's
Yeah.
so good. And there's one thing I remember my dad showing me because he's a big foodie and he sat
Mhm.
me down. We watched this movie together. There's
Mhm.
something very important that the mom says at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
She says, in order for you to cook, you have to kill. And when you cook,
Ooh.
there's soul in the food. I want to make
Mm.
sure that when you have this food, you can taste the essence of their soul. Do you taste it? And it was like a sea urchin soup, and it looks
Uh-huh.
so rich.
Oh my God.
I was like, that is like the best analogy if you want to think about it. You want to pay the most amount of respect to the food because your food is made out of souls.
Yeah, yeah. And that's one thing, right? Like a lot of people are
Mhm.
really against like you know, if your morals are you're against the killing of animals for food, like, you know,
Mhm.
you do you, but like as long as you respect, right? As long as you
You
respect the
respect the
product
dish,
that
yep.
you have. That's
Mhm.
why I get really pissed off when people like waste food, like just throw them away for like huge amounts
Yeah,
of food
man,
for
I
pranks,
couldn't.
you know?
Yeah, I couldn't.
I couldn't watch those. Like it hurts my soul seeing like good food wasted like that. Yeah. Like it's different when they use it for a prank and then they just eat it afterwards and nothing goes to waste. But like if they just like buy a bunch of food and then just like throw it, especially on someone to like disrespect them, I get so mad.
I can't, man.
Yeah.
The people worked hard to put that food from wherever they were into a cohesive dish on your plate, man. You
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
That's just something I would never do.
I feel like I get more pissed off with people doing that kind of prank than like those iPhone destruction videos. I get more pissed off at the food ones.
Mm.
Like, yeah, the iPhone destruction videos still
We
make
might be
me
biased
mad.
because we have a deeper connection to food than most people would.
Yeah, yeah.
But we definitely come from that place for a reason, okay? Food is good.
Yeah,
Food is memories.
Mm-hmm.
When I have like a good dim sum, I remember the good times with my family. That's how powerful it is. Even though I
Yeah.
don't really have that good of a relationship with them, anytime I eat good Asian food, I think of them immediately.
Yeah, that's one of the things, right? People call me freaking weird for saying this, right? But
What?
cooking for someone involves all the five senses, and that's why I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the food hit the pan, and it starts your appetite already. You smell the food, like the food cooking, you know? And then you see the food in front of you. The presentation does a lot for you. And when it comes to the sense of touch, that's like the whole mouthfeel, texture, everything. Food involves all the five senses, and they're like, how does hearing go with it? If you hear food cooking, you get hungry. You know, if you hear the nice sizzling, you know, you get hungry.
The sizzle.
Oh my
Mhm.
God, man. I don't know. I could go on and on and on and on about food. I'm so passionate about food. It's
Who
crazy.
said that you were weird for saying that? Everything that you said, even if I were not to be a foodie, everything that you
Yeah.
said was completely logical.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's because like it makes me sound like I'm I don't know.
Like what? You want to finish that sentence?
Let me just say, there's a reason why people call it food porn, okay?
No, that's so true. Actually, the anime does food justice. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, dude, like you get the same kind of endorphin rush and satisfaction and neuron activation in my mind watching really good food being made as when you like, I don't know, get the satisfaction from sex. I don't know. Maybe that's like
Hey, you know what? I completely understand it. If you think about it, man.
Uh-huh.
Popping an eggs Benedict on top,
Oh,
it's like the best.
oh
Okay?
my
You
god.
can't be like a rational person and tell me that that is not the most satisfying thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's like akin to pimple popping, but it's better.
Yeah. Or like having like a good cheese pull on a sandwich. Or like opening a chocolate lava cake and it's all gooey inside. Oh my god.
Yeah, holy shit.
Whew, whew, you know?
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's like so insanely good.
Yeah,
man.
it's honestly amazing. But
Food
man,
porn is a very real thing.
yeah, food porn. There's a reason why they call it that, guys. There's a reason why they call it that. It involves all of the senses, guys. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But yeah. But yeah, anyways, so man, I didn't even notice that 2 hours already went by.
Me neither.
That's crazy. Oh my god, the
Me
things we can
neither.
find out about each other when it comes to just like talking like this, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This was awesome, honestly. I didn't
is
think I'd meet
crazy.
somebody as passionate about food as I am. This is perfect.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All
yeah.
the other VTubers I have spoken to, they're like, well, I just eat because I kind of gotta eat, and I like cooking, but I burn my toast all the time. Like,
Oh man.
and I'm just sitting there like a very upset Asian mom.
Yeah, it's not just it's not just, you know, it's not just for sustenance. Food can be for pleasure as well. Do not be ashamed to eat food for pleasure. You know,
Yes,
you gotta,
absolutely.
that's one of the many joys in life that you can have is eating good food. Sometimes it's good to, you know, splurge a little bit in either making food or like eating good food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Don't do it all
Good
the
food.
time. It's the same as everything. Moderation is key, but man, it's the
Treat
reason
your
why.
taste buds.
It's the reason why whenever I travel, most of my money goes to food. I almost never buy souvenirs because my memory of that place has to do with food.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. It's like the first thing I do whenever I did go on vacation was map out the restaurants I wanted to go to during my time there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I
You have
remember
no idea how many times I would stay up like super late in Japan just to go to these like hole in the wall restaurants. They were
Yeah.
the best experiences of my life.
Yeah, like I remember I went to Indonesia once, right? And I didn't buy any souvenirs. Maybe I bought like a shirt or something, but I went there for the food. I had some really good Indonesian food. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, like they're probably like the harshest in spice when it comes to like I thought it would be like Indian food, but Indian food is more like spice as in like the spices, the flavors, you know?
Yeah. But it's different if you like go like Beijing, right? And
Yeah.
like the spice that they have there is to keep themselves warm, so therefore it's really just heat.
Yeah.
But I love spices that just have taste.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Man.
I don't want to like blast my taste buds with like a shotgun. That's what it feels like to sometimes drink like Beijing soup.
Yeah, it's still gotta have flavor, you know? It's still gotta
Yeah.
have flavor. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I've been to like some of those like I guess they would call themselves like authentic like Sichuan hot pots, and it I've got good spice tolerance,
man.
okay, but man, oh my god, I'm like sweating and like sniveling, and oh my god, there's like it's crazy. Liquids
Yeah.
coming out of all of my pores.
Yeah. yep, that definitely sounds right. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely some of my favorite food though. Like my favorite is the braised pork belly, like the one that's kind of red. Yeah, I forgot what it was called, but man, it was so good. Yeah. But yeah, so man, I feel like we talked about food for like the rest of the hour that we spent together here. That's actually great because we didn't know this about each other, right? Like we didn't know that we were just
Yeah,
like
we
hardcore
didn't.
Yeah. Oh my
Next
god.
time I ever go to a nice restaurant, I'll take pics for you, man.
Yeah, oh my god. Mala, yeah. Anyways, so maybe all of this food talk has made you hungry, and maybe it's time for your husband to treat you something to treat you to some good
Well,
hot
I am
pot.
definitely hungry now. If I wasn't hungry before, I'm definitely hungry now.
Yeah. So shameless. Maybe you treat Sin to some hot pot tonight.
I don't know if he's cooking right now. I would be really sad if he was cooking, but because I literally just got a message from my dad saying that he'll treat me again.
Oh.
It's because he's flying out to visit my family, and whenever he goes out to fly, he of course rich Asian family goes to the premium flight lounge, and he went there and he had like fishball noodle soup. And he thought about me, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna treat my daughter to food.
Aww.
Because he knows that my favorite thing in the world to ever have is food.
Also, thanks for the follow, Damon Blackpool. But
Yeah, Damon!
Yeah, Damon, let's go. But
Hi,
yeah,
Damon.
so Sin, maybe it's time for you to maybe grab some dinner, because again, I don't want to keep you here for too long, and maybe
I
our
probably
chat,
will have to start grabbing for dinner.
yeah. Maybe our chat could expect one day to just have like a food collab, whether it be watching movies about food, or like maybe one day doing like an IRL stream when it comes to like just cooking something, you know?
I would love to. If I had like a cam setup that was only just like showing my hands cooking, I would love that. I would just sit in front of like a table and just make dumplings for like the entire hour, and I'll see how many I make.
And Ian VTuber 5478, thanks for the follow. But yeah, how about we wrap this stream up, and then you can go grab some hot pot or whatever else you decide
sure,
to
why
eat
not?
tonight.
Yeah.
And I am
Hell
so
yeah.
hungry too. I think I might eat something tonight as well. Hot pot also sounds
Make
really
sure you
good.
treat yourself.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, maybe I'll go for some solo hot pot. But yeah, so how about you do your outro for the chat? And we do have a little bit of a tradition here where at the very end, I'll count you down, but we'll say Otsuklo together. Does that sound good to you?
Otsuklo?
Yeah, Otsuklo. Yeah, that's my goodbye.
All right, yeah, sure, we can do that. Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
So how about you go first with your outro, okay?
Okay. I guess thank you so much for being here. If you want to check me out, you can check me out on my Twitch at Cynical Bunny. You can also check me out on my Twitter at Cynical Beanicle. And hopefully I get to see you guys sometime soon. Maybe on my my 3-year streaming anniversary donathon happening next Saturday. And I guess that's about it. Thank you so much for having me, Clotho.
Of course, yeah. And this has been Clotho V Melodium, the musical prince of darkness of Nexus Class Genesis. Once again, welcoming Cynical Beanicle. What an awesome conversation we have today about food mostly. But yeah,
we gotta do this again.
Yeah, I'll see you again. I'll see you guys again next week. Probably not the same time, but the same day. I'm still confirming who the guest is, so please look forward to my schedule on Monday. And I'll see you next stream. Are you ready for the outro?
Yes.
All right.
So right?
Yeah. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Otsuklo!
Otsuklo!
Everyone, please follow Cynical with us, and let's see who we can raid. Bye bye.
Bye bye.